Why y'all got me in between y'all?
I do curls in my
See,
sleep.
when Don here, Don like, he got some stature to him. I'm over here looking Slim Jim than a motherfucker.
Not Slim Jim than a motherfucker, dog.
Oh,
bro.
Man.
I mean, hey man, we can always pull up to the gym with your boy. You know what I mean? Hey man, come over here, hit some curls or something. You know what I mean?
Let me get that torch.
Oh, you need the torch.
Let me get that flame on.
Bad,
all right, man. Well, shit. Let's go and get this.
2023. I'm gaining 23 pounds.
Oh shit! Let it be known, he gonna be 163 pounds by the time this shit over.
Nigga.
All right, man. Let's get the show started, yo.
You said 140.
What's good, homies? Welcome to episode 106 of Homie Studios.
Yeah.
It's your boy STD, GREAT, joined by the homie P. G. And the boy Shades. What's good with y'all boys? Huh?
Back in the building.
P. in the building.
Hey. What's up, y'all?
Yo.
I miss the homies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we live and direct today, though.
Live in effect. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, how the hell y'all been?
Live in location.
Live in location. What you doing over there, bro?
Bruh, I forgot to add something.
This man over
Don't
here.
mind me, people.
Hey, first of all, we live, and all of a sudden we got some random ass person jumping in on YouTube, posting shit like this.
Find my hot girls here.
Where
my boy.
We
pimpin'.
appreciate the support.
We appreciate it, bro.
Hey,
my boy pimping on Homie Studios.
Pimping.
I am tired of your presence.
You gotta do what you gotta do to get what
You are
need to get,
dismissed.
you know what I'm saying?
I feel that,
So, shout out.
Yeah,
If y'all interested to that, y'all click that man link.
Look, we ain't finna stop your hustle, bro.
Hey,
you know what it is.
You know what I mean?
We never gonna stop the hustle.
You share this shit, we might share that shit too. Let me stop.
Until we get somebody that's gonna put some money behind this, we gonna do whatever. You feel me? Better stop playing with us, man. What the fuck you thought this was?
That would be kind of crazy. Our first sponsor would be
Pornhub. Brought to you by Pornhub. Chase, how you been, dog?
Time out. Let me ask y'all a serious question though.
Oh shit.
Yo, if Pornhub brought the bag, $500K, what y'all?
We taking the $500K. What you mean?
I'm gonna have Pornhub
shirt,
glasses,
logo at the bottom.
Interviewing employees.
Yo, y'all
gonna think I'm a whole porn star when they see me in public.
Bro, I'm letting you know right now, bro. Hey, they just gonna have to play this spot on the on Pornhub because we're gonna have to have some little commercial breaks of straight fucking. I'm just letting y'all know right now. Let Pornhub come with
back
500
right after Sally.
Check the new video.
Deep in the woods.
Man, that's on everything, bro. What you talking about, huh? Shit, shout out to Pornhub. Your boys. Oh, shit, man. Shades, dog. How you been, bro?
Last tangent, bro. That's kind of like
as soon as Speed get on the party, y'all on that stupid shit.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I got an announcement to make, bro. I kind of did self-sabotage our first sponsorship opportunity.
Oh shit.
Damn. Live, y'all hear it when we do.
Not group sabotage. This man says self-sabotage.
Yeah, I bro, there's no way that I could have.
You didn't want to
smooth our balls. Smooth my balls, bro.
Bro. I would have done the commercial, bro. What are you talking about?
I would have did it.
Y'all want me to reach back out?
Hey.
Now my dreads might be rough. But these balls smooth as a bitch, y'all.
Oh shit, yo.
Y'all know I live for that.
I'm gonna have to go back into negotiation.
Yeah, you might. We gonna need you to run that back, bro. That's on. That's. I'm gonna ask you for the third time, brother. Chase, how you been, dog?
This spot started off crazy.
Off the hinges.
Bro, I'm good, man. Everything has its ebbs and flows. You feel what I'm saying? But overall, just continue upward trajectory, bro. Like just in knowledge, just in self. Like every day, I'm self-analyzing, trying to get better. I definitely found out that I definitely have an attitude problem sometimes.
You just discovered that, huh?
Yeah, I just need to keep to myself.
Miss Amanda, hi.
Yo,
better to keep that.
yo.
Miss Vavona. But definitely need to. But how I handle that is like if I know I'm not in a good mood and nobody did something or something that happened, I don't want to take it out on nobody. Like I just kind of keep to myself for a little bit. I go pray or I go smoke a J or go for a walk or work out or play video games. Like I just started to play video games again, like for real.
Yeah.
Like
What you playing right now? You still playing? You on
I'm
Apex still?
I'm still playing Apex. I got the new Call of Duty.
That's what I need to get.
And I'm about to get I think I'm about to get a PS5 pretty soon. So because I didn't want to get the new Madden and then get a PS5 and then I gotta buy
Madden all over again
for PS5. But I'm about to get back into Madden heavy because I started Madden to me is like chess now. It's kind of like chess because it's different strategies that you can use that works. You know what I'm saying? But we also love football too. So. But it's a way to like, for me, video gaming is like a stress reliever. You know what I'm saying? So
on the side note, though, you know what's one of your best qualities? Your ability to self-reflect with no shame.
That's a fact.
Yo, mad people got shame. So the way you come here and be like, yo, I think I got an attitude problem. Like mad people can't do that, even if they realize it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that's a great quality you have that like help the people around you if you didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and the whole Mike Beasley was popping with you, dog, huh? This nigga said, how you got Richard Sherman to come on the show?
Nah, I got the new one for Peach. It's freaking Darius or Slayton.
Darius Slayton
from
the Giants.
From the Giants, bro. He looked like Peach with no hair.
Low cut Peach.
That man said you Darius Slayton in the face. Man, that's kind of.
I'll take some Darius Slayton money.
Hey, you know when people used to back in the day, people used to be like, "Yo, you look like David Garrard." I was like, "Can I get that nigga bank account, please? Please?
Can I get his ID to open a bank
account? Something?
If I really look like that nigga there."
yo, hold up.
That's funny.
That's crazy. Yo, this nigga P really do look like Darius Slayton in the face.
Hey. I don't look like this nigga. They try me, y'all. Y'all want me to tell y'all who this nigga look like?
Y'all definitely can.
If you ever seen Power, the basketball playing cousin, that's who this nigga look like that they tried me.
Nah, bro, that's you, dog.
That's straight up.
Hey, cuz, that's you, cuz.
Hey, cuz.
Peach, how you been, dog?
I've been chilling, grinding, family, all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
All right, this nigga being humble, but new whip alert.
Whipping it.
Hey,
whipping it.
Hey,
whipping it.
Hey,
whipping it.
Hey,
whipping it.
Hey. Yes,
From
sir.
a work truck to a big truck, hey, they don't really want to play.
Hey,
I do this every day.
Hey.
Now I can pull up every day.
That's facts, dog. Hey, man.
ST.
Yeah.
How's your week, brother?
The week has been all right. I was sick at last weekend. That shit was trash.
Like what kind of sickness was it? Like common cold type?
No, because I wasn't congested. I wasn't none of that shit, bro. I just had mad sinus pressure and achy body. So I was like, all right, let me go pee. Let me go first off. First things first. Let's be safe.
Yeah, check the cove.
Check the cove.
Yep.
No cove. So that's good. That was step number one. All right. I'm like, all right, cool.
Sidebar, that's the dopest thing I've heard somebody describe it. The cove. That's dope.
Yeah.
The cove.
You got to go to check to see if the cove is there, but it was no cove. And then I was like, all right, this shit should be going in a couple days. And by like midday Monday, I was feeling all right ish. By Tuesday, I was good. So then boy got back in the gym on Tuesday. Made it do what it do. You know what I mean? And then start feeling some pain in my right side that's been bothering me for like the past, I don't know, 3 days or so. And like shit been a nuisance to my life with it a little bit, but hey, we here. You know what I mean? We thugging it out in these streets. Hey, I will pod on the deathbed. What's up?
You feel me?
And hit you with an air horn.
As I breathe my last breath.
This been Homie Studios. You did. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, yes, Miss Pavone, it is symptoms of old age. I'm old as shit. This is what it boils down to, man. Hey, look. When I first got back, when I first moved back to Jacksonville from Orlando, my birthday party, I walk into this shit, and then on my wall it says, "You old as shit," and yeah, that's facts, dog. Like dead ass. Y'all fucked up for that, but I appreciated that though.
Got him.
Oh man, yo, man, let's talk about some shit, man. Before we ever get over slide over to homies, barbershop. Are we gonna do barbershop talk, or we do the hot topic? I can't remember what the fuck.
Bro, we might as well just slide over to the barbershop because they've been saying talking about the junk in the barbershop too. So.
Oh, that's a fact.
Because I was just in that bed. Definitely talking about Kyrie and Kanye.
I need to go.
Oh, that shit was sliding. You know? All right, hold on, because bees need the hookah. Because it's time.
What's the time for, bro?
What time is it? For barbershop talk.
What? What?
Baby. Y'all know the fucking vibes, man.
Golly, shit, damn.
That boy been working, boy. And
Good.
he ain't seeing
Nigga,
stars.
No.
We talking about a sponsorship. ST gonna be the only one signed off this podcast on these babies.
Bruh, no, boy been in the gym hitting the bags, working on stamina. You know what I'm saying?
That boy said his lungs getting up.
I'm gonna let y'all know right now. By episode 200, we're gonna have 1:30 long babies. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all niggas gonna be fast forwarding through
that bitch so quick.
Dang, how long do you think you're gonna
He's still doing it. Fuck.
Hey, Reg, what's popping with you, dog? Hold on,
Yo.
let me put that boy on the screen. Reg, what's good, man? How you doing? Happy Friday, brother.
What up, homie? Big homie Red.
Hey, man, so let's talk about this shit though. The boy Dave Chappelle was on SNL, did his opening monologue, addressed both Kyrie and Kanye. In only the way that Dave Chappelle can do it.
Only Dave Chappelle, bro, can make something funny, dog.
Dave Chappelle was up here dropping niggas on SNL, and I was like, only Dave Chappelle.
That's what Dave Chappelle do, and that's the one of the main things I love about Dave Chappelle is he literally stands by who he is.
Yes.
When a lot of people talk that talk, but when in a situation like we seen Dave in,
yeah,
they would have shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "I'm be me, shit, fuck."
Yeah, exactly.
Still got the bag,
and still got the bag on the
still
come
got
around.
the bag,
bro.
And it's more him than ever before.
And that's what people don't use their power enough. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like we be hurting out here. Don't get me wrong. I know, So it's like niggas be so ready to get anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, like he began the thing with reading a script, and he was like,
I want to say
that
I mean no harm to any of the Jews, and there's no anti-Semitic stuff that I condone. Like he just made something like that.
And then he was like,
he folded the paper up and he was like, and Kanye? That's how you
say.
That's how you buy yourself some time.
That's how you buy yourself some time, dog.
That shit was funny.
Bro,
when he said Ukraine is like holding back Russia, that's kind of like Colorado fighting the US was hilarious, bro.
bro.
That's hilarious, bro.
What's funny about what Dave does, bro? Is like his punchlines are so story driven. You know what I mean? Like he's just gonna tell you a story.
Oh,
And within the story, you're gonna laugh several fucking times, even if maybe if you read it on paper, it wouldn't, because his delivery is so strong. You know what I'm saying?
He's a stand-up comedy translation of like political cartoons. If you ever seen those, like
Yeah.
But he like whatever happens, he finds something funny within it. But once you sit back and think about it, you're like, bro, that is funny. Like he was Kanye's thing.
Jokes, he's spitting mad facts,
but it'd be funny though because
he's funny as fuck,
bro. Like when he talked about Kanye, he was like, when he talked about the Kanye situation, how can you find things that are funny? And he's talking about, see, I knew things were wrong when he put out a tweet and he was saying something about going to bed. And when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on the Jews.
Right.
And then he's like, I'm staying up all
I was up all night.
Like, you know
what the fuck is Kanye gonna do, man? He said, normally I'll be right by Kanye. As soon as something pop off, he hit me up, I'm there. He's like, this time I decided to wait this one out. Like, that shit was funny.
Bro, what's crazy? Okay, so I'm a ninja take this real quick. Mm-hmm. Y'all seen what's going on with Twitter, right?
What? Oh, with Elon?
With Elon and how
he been laying niggas off?
Well, no, he gave him an ultimatum.
What's the ultimatum?
The ultimatum is conform to the new way of Twitter or be gone.
Right. And the new way of Twitter is working 13, 14-hour days. So a gang of niggas left.
I seen him say something like they was down to like 75 core employees. And he's like, we'll be profitable soon.
Yeah, shit. No, you should have. I was on Twitter all last night.
Ninja take on your ninja take real quick.
Right? Okay.
Let me tell you what I seen about that. They were saying that was a big deal, that this was happening at the time of the elections, because a lot of people that was leaving and that like had got laid off before are the people who like filter like propaganda shit and all that, like, you know what I'm saying? So there was less manpower to like, blah blah blah. So they was basically saying that had effect on like elections and shit.
All I know is I was up until about like 2:00 this morning on Twitter watching people hashtag rest in peace Twitter. If this is my last post type shits, you know what I mean? Bro, niggas was going crazy on Twitter last night. Niggas was going crazy on Twitter. Niggas was like,
because they thought Twitter was coming down.
They was like, yo, if this is my last post, I want to see titties in the thread. You click on it, titties, nigga. I'm like, what the hell is going on Twitter right now? Like, Twitter was a cesspool last night, and I kind of fucked with it. You know what I mean? But back to Chappelle.
You're definitely the Joe Budden of this podcast. That's Steve, he's definitely the Budden of our podcast. Dog.
What do you even mean, dog?
Bro, that's a Budden statement.
Dog, I'm just saying what I saw.
And I'm about the shit.
Hey, man, Twitter is a place where you can just do random dumb shit. Like me and Rod was on Twitter last night talking, and we was talking about, man, if this shit leave, where we going? And I
didn't even watch this show, Reg. I only seen Dave Chappelle shit.
I seen the monologue, and I seen one of the skits. The barbershop one. The barbershop one. That's the only I seen the monologue and the barbershop. I need to go back and watch all of the skits because it's Dave, and I know them shits killed. But me and Rob was on Twitter last night. We was talking about, yo, where we going? And I was like, bro, I can't go back to Facebook. If I go back, my mama just retired. My mom about to be the queen of Facebook. I can't get off none of the shit that I can get off on Twitter, on Facebook, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you know I raised you better than to talk like that. ST. I know that's what your friends call you, Sheldon.
But for real though, like bro, like that shit's crazy. Back again to Chappelle though. His impact on comedy in a nutshell is crazy. Is crazy and well earned, obviously, but the fact that he could put his voice in this type of shit, bring some humor out of it, also while educating, all in the same all in the same 15-minute monologue. His greatness is his brilliance.
It makes it like I don't know. It's kind of puts like a therapeutic healing factor on it to where it's like digestible, and more livable. You know what I'm saying? When you put humor attached to it, you know what I mean? Because the kind of something I didn't bring up, and I've kind of been thinking about it too, like with the whole Kyrie situation. Like, even though we kind of said that we think Kyrie should move a little different and certain stuff like that, one thing's for sure, Kyrie like posted something that was already there and it's on Amazon, but nobody's coming after the guy that created the content in the first place.
Nobody's coming after Amazon either.
Nobody's coming after Amazon for selling it. And then they said that Anti-Defamation League or whatever, I forgot what it's called. But they tried to talk to Amazon about like taking it down or whatever before. And the only thing that Amazon said, it was like, oh, we'll put a disclaimer on it. You know, but they're not destroying Amazon. You know what I'm saying?
And to an extent,
and that's the
to an extent though, coming from Amazon's side, like you put a disclaimer on it, but you're not going to censor it. You know what I mean? Because like if you just take it down, then you're just censoring people's free speech. People are able to free to speak however they see fit. They're not free of consequence, but they're free of being able to speak however they see fit. So when you have a documentary piece that's put out there like that, and then they come at Amazon like, yo, what the hell is this? Putting a censor on it is where is the route you would take.
And also another thing is,
before you get that next point off, on your first point, I was really like agreeing with that. Like, I never seen somebody take so much backlash for like a share of something that exists. Like, like people share videos of people killing people, but they don't call them like murderers or you murder lover. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so that was crazy to me. Like, and he didn't. It wasn't like he was like, "This is what I believe" with the post. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, this is my truth. He didn't say nothing like that. You know,
but he didn't say nothing.
I'm just saying, like,
listen,
if I share a video of like a mass shooting, it might be like that too. Like, I ain't saying nothing. Just like it might have, like, it could be so much stuff for them to just attack on that.
He's unfortunately for Kyrie in this scenario though, he is a martyr.
He left too much room for them to think.
Way too much room for people to fill. I said this last week, but way too much room for people to fill in the blank. And when you give people the option to fill in the blank, they're gonna fill it in with whatever narrative they want to run with. And that's unfortunate because you could have easily eliminated any stupid narrative anybody could have came out with if you would have just said something about it.
I shouldn't have to though.
You shouldn't have to, but once the attention is brought, you could have deaded it early.
Just
you could have
one sentence. With one
tell
sentence.
Me
I'm not anti. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I offended somebody, but I'm not anti-Semitic and I don't support that. But I was just.
I felt the man's stance. Like, they was coming at him for something that they had no real evidence to tie him to. That's like saying, like, if I come straight to you, like, damn, you a murderer, but I got no evidence of you killing nobody. The only thing you ever did was share a video of a shooting. Like, that's the equivalent to that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but my thing is, social media is like, when you're posting something about a video, you're usually like telling people to watch this. You should watch
that.
This.
Doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the same thing if I post a video of the shooting that we've all seen videos posted of. Worse stuff, gruesome shit.
Mm-hmm. I feel you, but at the same time, if the climate is what it is, that's not very smart. If you don't agree with everything in there, to just post it and just leave.
I'm just saying, I could just post something like,
it's better to post it and be like, yo,
opinion on it is
like, yo, check this out, because at least leave one point. You know what I'm saying? If you just post that, and then if you just post that, what that means to anybody that doesn't like you, like, for instance, Lamar Jackson is one MVP, but people still find ways to destroy this guy. Right. Like, if he makes a mistake. So no matter what Kyrie does, there's people that's automatically looking to hurt him,
to villainize him.
Right. Yeah, to villainize him. They're waiting for it. So you can't give them that ammunition.
But this is the thing. The people that's not looking to villainize me still are villainizing me based off that, knowing that. That's what's unfair on Kyrie's taking
it
to
absolutely is unfair. I'm never gonna argue that it's unfair.
Yeah, it's unfair.
What I'm saying is, the second that people start running with, oh, he's anti-Semitic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And every practice, they have to have you sitting here and have to have your teammates talk about it and have to have everybody else talk about it. Now it's impacting the rest of your locker room, right? People having to address this shit every day, which is stupid, because if the day one, you could have just deaded whatever stupid narrative they ran with, and now you don't have teams resenting the fact that you won't just say, yo, I'm not anti-Semitic, or whatever the fuck your stance is. I don't want to say if you are not, however you see fit, that's cool. Whatever, that ain't on me. But what I'm saying is, like, it could have easily been dead at day one. Yo, y'all wilding. I don't believe none of that shit. What I'm saying is that I found it interesting. I don't got to tell you why I found it interesting, but I found it interesting. That's it. And boom, done. Call it a day. They can run whatever else they want to run with. But the one thing they can't say is that, oh, this man's anti-Semitic.
So what if he was anti-Semitic?
Then say that.
I'm just saying, like, if he would have said that, like, if he was and he would have said that, that would have been the right thing to do.
If that's the truth.
No, it wouldn't have.
Would
have ruined his career.
Absolutely.
But why did you post that in the first place?
It's not anti-Semitic. So for y'all so if I post something and it's taken out of context,
sure,
or y'all,
then clear the context up.
Bro, it's not the video he posted is not anti-Semitic, bro.
To me, it is some of the stuff that it was saying, yes.
What is anti-Semitic in there about to you?
It was saying that there's white Jews, and the white Jews are controlling the media, and the white Jews are doing this and doing that without.
What's anti-Semitic about that? Like
what's Adolf
Hitler?
The Adolf Hitler joint, when they were talking about Adolf Hitler was trying to get rid of the white Jew and label them an evil person, and then he was trying to save the black Jew or whatever like that. There's no proof of that. And then for you to post something about Adolf Hitler,
against that?
We have proof about Adolf. Yeah, the Holocaust.
The Holocaust didn't mean that couldn't be true.
But it doesn't matter. You're talking about Adolf Hitler, bro. You can't bring off. That's just like somebody posting something about the Confederacy of the civil rights or the civil rights, bro, or whatever. And then they're talking about they're quoting Robert E. Lee or something like that. A slave master.
But every person who has been in some evil or some this or that, not everything they was on was that. You know what I'm saying?
Regardless. Let's go ahead and move over to.
I'm just saying, I think it's a lack of knowledge and understanding on what that anti-Semitic stuff is really about. This is a new term to most people. They never even heard this term before, like this year. Many people, but But
Redry, I love what he's saying right here, because that's what Kyrie should have posted about. Like,
yeah, but that's what they're calling anti-Semitic. Him saying that the original Jews are black, they're labeling that anti-Semitic. That alone. That's what I'm telling you. That's where the problem come in. They're trying to be like, if you try to paint the picture of history different than what we trying to say, you anti-Semitic, and that's what's not fair to me.
Okay, so let's go to that point. That's what they're saying, but that's not what I'm talking about.
But I'm saying, even in the video, that's what the video's mainly about. It's not directed at like, oh, we hate this. This is like a lot of factual shit in this video.
I agree with some of the things that were in the video, but I don't agree with everything. And
I don't agree with everything in most videos.
And Kyrie doesn't agree with everything either. But Kyrie agreed with that point of what he said about him being the part of the original Hebrews.
Because and that's when you look up what Semitic means, bro, it doesn't even make sense of what they call anti-Semitic. And the region, when you look it up, it says that these people are from that African, maybe where the, Middle Eastern range is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's still all African people, really. 100%. You know what I'm saying? And that's the people it talks about.
For sure.
So these white Jews that they're saying that it's talking about, it's not even related to them. They're like also trying to take that, you know what I'm saying? Take the meaning of something.
For sure.
That's how you fuck with history, bro. And that's why a lot of shit is fucked up. Like, this is the equivalent if we was like fuck Columbus Day because Christopher Columbus couldn't discover something that was
Let me
already
ask you
here,
this. Let me ask you this.
inhabited.
Let me ask
You
you
know,
this.
that's the
So,
equivalent.
Peach,
Mhm.
if he would have came out and said, first of all, there's no way I can be anti-Semitic, but by y'all's definition, no, I am not anti-Semitic.
I mean, yeah,
Done.
100%.
Done.
But bro, that's a lot putting on a person where individually, like sometimes you gotta look away from this stuff from where we looking at. Sometimes you gotta put yourself in this man's shoes. If Kyrie was like me, like a person just like me, I'm not doing that. Even if I know that's the best thing to do, because it's kind of like
so you just said
conforming
so.
to
So
me.
listen,
You know what I'm saying?
listen, you just out of one
I
side
said
of your
that would have worked. That would have been perfect.
No.
For what you were saying.
And at the end of the day, bro, you can sit here and try to be to hold your stance and your pride and your morale, but all you're doing is one, you can still have all of your pride by saying exactly what I would just stated. You said that would have been cool. But the problem is now you're not only holding your pride, but now you're holding that shit over the rest of your fucking organization too.
How?
And because they have to answer to this shit every
That's
fucking
not my
practice.
fault.
Yes, the fuck it
No,
is. Because
no.
you posted the video.
You're
You can't
letting-
say it's not your fault.
Bro, you're letting what the media feels and is portraying blamed on me. That's not my fault. That's really not my fault.
Bro, would I have, if I'm Kevin Durant, would I have to answer a fucking question about any of this shit? If
That's
you did,
not my fault.
Listen to what I'm
That's
saying.
the media setup fault. The NBA has control of that. They could tell the media not to ask these questions. They have full power over shit like that. They want that. They want the attention. That's what you got to see.
Hence the reason why you did it. That's the reason why you did
about
it.
that.
That's why you did it though. That's
That's not my fault.
Bro, dead it. Kill it. You can feel however you feel. Nobody is telling this man. Nobody is my.
have to dead it.
Because you're Kyrie, bro, and regardless of this instance right here, you're completely innocent. But it's like kind of like the instance of the boy who cried wolf. There's a whole bunch of stuff that happened.
What is he crying?
All the stuff that's happened before now with Kyrie finding some way to be in the media or finding some way not to be on the court and them having to talk about this.
But these
now,
things aren't true. Yeah. Kyrie is the same. One of these things you're talking about is the shot thing, right? And he just got back pay for that. Proving that what? That man took a stance that was straight because these people came out and said, yo, we was kind of like embellishing how much that shit was really helping this and that. And all the New York workers that got fired and all that shit off that had to get paid. Yeah. So this is a negative. That's not a negative. That's getting shined on still like it's a negative to him.
It's not. Perfect. It's not even the fact.
That's perfect. That's perfect. That's that one instance. Okay. What about the birthday? Okay. What about when something happened?
Nothing irregular from a normal nigga. That's what I'm saying.
But he's not in a normal nigga's position.
Not in a normal position, bro.
That's getting too much overplayed, bro.
What the fact that he's not no normal nigga.
I'm still a human, bro. I'm still a human.
Of course he's human,
I still
but
can have human emotions and human feelings about shit.
Yes,
I shouldn't have to always change for that.
It's not about changing. You can.
It is because you can to still do what y'all saying.
You can still. No. We just said you can post what you post.
No, like ST said, the line he said is perfect. If you don't want no abrasion and all this stuff, right? Mm-hmm. But if I don't care about that abrasion, if that shit actually kind of shines light on the shit that
then that's selfish.
No, it's not, bro, because it's not my fault at the end of the day that this is what the effects of that is. That's not my fault. Personally,
but there's a different way that you can handle it.
See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all keep saying that, but
no,
then being the same, no,
like a rebel.
That's the same thing. No,
you handling it like a rebel, and then you don't, and then
because what's the right way to handle it?
You want to do it your way, but then you don't want to deal with the repercussions of the times that we're living in.
He don't want to deal with the repercussions. You're telling me his teammates and all this organization stuff don't want to deal with the repercussions.
Does he not want to make his money?
Bro, this hasn't stopped his money.
Does he not want to make his? He just got done with a suspension. Did he not just not get paid?
I'm saying not.
He just lost money.
All right, you're right.
That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. And then you're in a contract year. Mm-hmm. Now you're to the point to where nobody want to touch you.
That's not the truth.
Bro, nobody wants to touch Kyrie right now.
And that's not even the truth in the stories that you hear. The stories that you hear is that
I'm not saying that
some
by the end of the
teams
year,
wanted to play out like this so that they could sign him straight up.
The problem when you say that he's messing up his money, because it's simple as this. Sure, other teams will sign him. They ain't finna sign him for the max. Because now
Kyrie Irving is worth the max.
That's the part
Kyrie
about
Irving is
culture
the
that
max.
be putting money over everything.
I'm not putting money over everything.
I'm saying that's
putting
what
money
y'all
over
acting like
everything.
he fucking up the money. That's the biggest deal.
But you're trying to be a martyr, and we don't need you to be a martyr. We need you in the game. We need you to be. We need you to be
He didn't never
strategic.
label himself a martyr. Other people label him that.
What you
no
don't have,
martyr says
no,
I'm coming
no.
out being a martyr, bro.
Yeah, like Colin
I'm just
Kaepernick.
saying that.
Colin Kaepernick didn't know that he was about to be a martyr. Pretty much.
He didn't want to be that either.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes these people get made out to be stuff that wasn't their intention. That's not all on them. Like that Kaepernick shit that happened off him. What he really started that shit for was a really good cause,
Exactly.
a caring shit.
And there's
you
nothing
think
wrong
he
with
wanted all that in his career?
And there's nothing.
Shit?
And there's nothing
But
wrong
that's
with
what
that.
I'm saying. That's
but
what
the thing
we let
is,
the media
when
do
you
to
post,
us, bro.
when you post, now that Kyrie has a perfect instance of taking a stance about something like that, you clearly see that this is going to follow. So if you're getting this backlash now, you can't then act like, oh my God, I'm getting so much back. Why are you guys asking me this question? He
has the right to say that, bro.
Of course, he has the right
You
to
have
say
the
it,
right to
bro.
say that,
He
but-
has the, just like I said earlier, you have the right to say whatever you want. There is still consequences to anything that you say, though. You don't have the you're
But
not
is he
free
not
of
dealing with the consequences?
Absolutely.
All right.
And
did he not apologize like they asked him to? Did they not give this man a ridiculous list of shit to get come on, bro? That's what I'm saying. And I feel like that's why I feel like this the kind of stuff that hold us back. Because this the kind of stuff that we need to stand up against, else we always gonna succumb to that pressure. That pressure equivalates to everything, even stuff that
listen to what I'm saying. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and then we can move on. I'm gonna say this, and
that's not how you deal with it.
I'm gonna say this, and then we can move on, dog.
The other ways haven't worked.
I'm gonna say this, and then we can move on. All he had to do was say one sentence. All of this is done. Nobody's talking about no stupid shit for fucking 3 straight fucking weeks.
Even with that sentence, it's not true that it's not getting talked about, and not the narrative is not
the narrative. They can run with it however they see fit. At that, listen to what I'm saying. I ain't done, dog. They can sit here and he can say his fucking statement, say that one sentence. They can run with the narrative all they want because he's already stated what the fuck the real situation is. So if they want to run with the narrative, well, listen, yes, it is.
No, because he came
no,
out.
I'm not. Just stop interrupting me. I want to just get this out. This one piece, dog. He can sit there, say the one sentence. They can run with the narrative all they want to. I've already put my stamp on what the fuck I actually mean by this. Y'all can go continue to say, you can continue to talk about it for 3 weeks in a row, but at the end of the day, y'all know exactly how I feel because it came from me. It didn't come from nobody else. It didn't come from nobody's imagination. Nobody's no think pieces. None of that. You heard it straight from me. This is how I feel about it. Done. Call it a day. Nobody's answering to that shit in the locker room no more. Or they don't fucking have to even be questioned. And that's it, dog. But like at the end of the day, I understand what Kyrie is trying to do. I ain't saying that he's wrong in what he's trying to do. What I'm saying is you can say that that's succumbing to pressure. That's not pressure. You posted something with zero context in the year of 2022. You can talk about, that's like posting the video. No, it's not like posting the video.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not. And I'm going to explain to you why. The reason it's not like posting the video is because normally the video has its own context. You post the link to something, they have to go to another thing to go see it. You're telling people, pay a fucking attention. People that scroll through on Twitter, like I do on a fucking daily, I scroll through now multiple videos that I don't watch at all. But the second that a celebrity, the second that a nigga that got millions of followers post something with no context, a nigga that is already quote unquote, not even by his definition, but just quote unquote by the statements, a quote unquote martyr is going to instantly create more conversation on it. That's what it is. Celebrities post stuff, that shit gets hundreds of thousands of likes and retweets. A regular nigga post something, that shit get 20 retweets. That's just how this shit works, dog.
All right, but look, you said that if the man come out and say this kind of stuff, that they could take it and do whatever they want and it wouldn't matter. That's not true, because he already came out and said, I'm not anti-Semitic. I'm sorry for all the people it offended and who it hurt. That's not what I meant, and blah, blah, blah. And he still got attacked after that. So how could what you say by him saying that one sentence stand true?
Because you know how the fuck he said that sentence, Peach.
No, I don't know what you mean by that. That's what I'm saying. Like, no, I mean, after his original apology, he came out again and made it clear, like, I'm anti-Semitic.
His original apology
wasn't an apology, bro.
That's exactly my point.
That's why it got That's why it got heightened because he didn't say I'm sorry.
Nothing.
not
There
how
was
he
no.
said it.
There was no AI. There was none of that, dog. That
That's what I'm
the
saying.
original one. I know which one
It's-
you talking about. That's the second one.
It's
The
not-
first
I'm
one
not-
was
I'm not
bullshit.
But
against-
I'm saying,
I'm not against
after the
Kyrie, but
second one,
sometimes he makes
still
things
got
more.
attacked.
He
The
makes things
same.
more
The
difficult
same.
sometimes, bro.
No, bro, because he
Yo,
shouldn't have had to.
we gotta move on.
apologize. That's
We gotta
the
move
thing.
on, yo.
Yeah.
That's
Let's
the
let's
pressure
go.
I'm
Let's go
talking
to the
about.
let's go to the wheel, dog. Because we can sit. We gonna sit here and talk about this shit for an hour and 45 minutes, and I ain't got time for that shit today. Let's move on, dog. Let's spin the wheel, dog. Yo.
Spin that wheel down. Dun, dun, dun. All
Top
right.
10s.
We got some rankings, dog.
Oh shit, because I don't know if I got my shit. Let's see if we got my shit.
Let's see if we got it, dog. Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay, let me see. Give me. Oh, I think Peach don't like this one. Give me your top 5 cornerbacks in the NFL. Right,
Top 5
right
corners.
now. I will go first.
Okay, cool. That works for me.
I will go first.
You said quarterback?
Corners.
Corners. Oh, that's
All right. At number 5, I got the young boy Sauce.
At 5.
Number 4.
You said top 5 right now.
Right now.
Your list trash. Your list trash as fuck.
Bro, don't ever disrespect my list like that while
bro.
I'm talking, bro.
I'm being straight up. That's the energy to your list right
Hirsch,
now.
Hirsch. Do you want to go?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I don't want to go.
No, go ahead and go.
I'm just saying.
No, my list is trash. You go ahead and go.
You can't start with the number 1 ranked corner being your 5.
Go ahead.
That's why.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's why. That's all.
No, you go ahead.
That's all.
ST, would you like to go?
Go
Since
ahead
my
and-
list is trash, I
go ahead and go,
don't
bro.
want to continue.
Nigga, shut up and go, nigga.
I don't know. Should
up, nigga.
Should we ball it up? And
When
throw it
you
in the trash
when you
can?
say your top 5, man, and stop trash,
Oh, okay.
bullshit, man.
Okay. Any more comments?
Not
Okay.
yet.
Okay. Sauce Gardner at 5. Jair Alexander at 4. I got Lattimore at 3. Darius Slay at 2. Ramsey at 1 right
What's that based on?
now. That's based on my eye test. That is a little bit of what do you want to say?
Bias.
No. What's that word? Seniority.
Seniority, but you
Yeah.
said right now.
I said right now.
What's seniority got to do with right now?
I gotta see him do it for a full season. Once I see
But
by the
I'm
end of the
saying
season.
right now means this season. So
Right now,
far,
right
this
now,
season.
so far this
So if
season,
I'm
right now,
ranked number
Sauce is-
1 right now,
Sauce
this
is number
season.
5 right now to me.
Did you see the number?
Peach, what's your top 5, dog?
Sauce, and sauce. Lost in the sauce. Let me stop.
Sauce Gardner.
No, I got 2 up there though. I got Sauce and Reed up there because they both top 5. Sauce number 1 for me.
Okay.
I could give Ramsey number 2 because Ramsey numbers always look lower because people don't throw to Ramsey as much
That's right.
as other corners get attacked.
He's playing a lot better.
So Sauce, Ramsey. I just don't like Shade's list. That's still crossing my mind. But
You never like my list.
Not always. That's not true. It just seems that way. All right, so I got
You say something at every list.
I got what's his name?
Oh,
1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I know I got Reed at number 4, so
okay.
I need a 3 and a 5.
See y'all niggas.
Darius Slay, Tre'Davious White, Xavier Howard, Stephon Gilmore, Jesse Jackson,
somebody I seen balling, bro. I'm trying to remember his
JC
name.
Horn.
Yeah, I'm keeping that name to myself. I know exactly what you're talking about.
All right, it'll come to you. ST.
All right. Number 5. I got JC Jackson. Number 4. I got Xavier Howard. Number 3. I got Patrick Surtain the second.
Mm.
Number 2, I got the homeboy Jalen Ramsey.
Mm.
And then number 1 is Lost in the Sauce.
Mm. Sauce Gardner.
Sauce has been that nigga all season. And ain't nobody, and he's done it against great quarterbacks too.
And great receivers.
And great receivers. That boy, Sauce.
Mint.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at with mine.
I like your list. I like Patrick Surtain. That's a underrated pick.
He has been
balling.
You don't think Alexander get beat too much, bro?
I do. No, I don't.
I think he gets beat, but he makes up for it.
You know who surprisingly having like a
because there'll be a week where he'll get beat, but then there's another week against a strong wide receiver, and he'll shut. He can shut people. Yeah, but he shuts. There's times where he shuts people down too.
You know who's also been
that's what I think about Lattimore too. Lattimore does the same thing.
You know who's been really crazy this year? That boy Patrick Peterson still doing that shit.
What?
That boy Pat Pete still out here.
He's been getting beat more than in his past, but he been making big plays.
Smart.
Bro.
That boy's smart.
And he in right position. And
yes, bro.
I don't know why these quarterbacks be trying to try him like he's not a BET out this bitch.
Yo, Buda Baker's a safety?
Yeah.
Okay, Buda Baker.
Gardner Johnson, I had the same thought of. Like, he a safety. Yeah, I like that nigga.
I like Gardner Johnson.
They moved Gardner to safety?
Yeah. That's what he played now for the Eagles. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know him kind of like, he played corner too, so that's what I thought.
He do got a safety mindset. That's
he been killing the position. He been going to the Pro Bowl if they keep it up.
Yeah. All right, man.
Hey, man, let's get to this, man. NBA.
All right. What we got, dog?
I want to know who's your top 3 ballers right now. What 3 players? It don't got to be specific to like the NBA, like stats and everything, but who's been catching your eye? Like it can be named people, it can be somebody that is on the come up or whatever like that. But who's your top 3 ballers right now? Like who's been catching?
I don't know who 2 and 3 are, but number 1, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been balling for OKC. You keep looking at just go look at every damn stat. I got every game. This man he dropped 30 again.
Then he hit that buzzer beater 3-pointer in somebody's face.
That boy has been on the. I've seen like a couple years ago. You could see he had a little something, but this year they done unlocked him, dog. They don't. I can't tell you who 2 and 3 is. I'm sorry, or 2, 3, 4, or 5. I don't. Number 1 for me is Gilgeous-Alexander because that boy's crazy. Who y'all got?
I got Giannis, Luka, and Ja.
I definitely got Luka. I've been rocking with Ja for a minute. I told y'all that boy like caught my eye early. And I just got to give LeBron his props, bro. Just the fact that like I know they losing.
Yeah.
But my man's is out here doing his part. Like
there's one thing. If there's one thing LeBron gonna do is his part.
I just heard a stat today that Kawhi has like the third most. Kawhi has the third most double-digit point streak, and he just broke it the other night because he got like 9 points or 6 points or something.
Yeah.
But and they was like he had 177, right? Double-digit point games like consecutively or something like that. Then they was like he's number 3. Number 2 had 180. I don't remember them saying who it was. And then it was like LeBron with like 1,187. I was like, shit, damn, fuck. I was like, oh shit, like that's just crazy, bro. Like,
yo,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like as he gets closer and closer to that time, bro. Like I'm gonna have to say 1A, 1B at this point, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like about the GOAT status.
Bro,
Like,
The
they-
long
they
j-
wanna
the-
be, bro.
we
Cause
gotta stop trying to compare goats to goats.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
these goats they respect.
Yeah.
Because they played in different time periods under different situations.
Right.
and they got
when
different styles
The league
too.
was rigged in different ways. Niggas should have like 17 MVPs. That's all I'm saying.
It's for me for LeBron. Like you can talk about championships or not winning a championship this year or the other. The sustained level of greatness,
Yep. That's the longevity talk. Like that's hard.
right? The longevity,
People's bodies breaks down.
the durability. Yeah, he's starting to get injured within the past couple of years and
Nah,
like
bro.
having more time out. But
Discipline.
even fresh off an injury, it's back to prime Bron. Like what are we doing?
Bro, I'll never forget when he made that 10th finals or whatever
In a row?
10th finals in a row. They started naming some of the players that were like 10 years old, or less when he first started making the finals. Like
Right.
players in the league at the
in the
time.
league, yeah.
And I was just like, yo, this nigga been making the finals since before this motherfucker went to fucking middle school. Like, yo, that shit is crazy. Like,
Yo. Yeah, but no, I like y'all's list. I didn't really have 2 or 3, and that's on me.
Yo,
Because really, at the end of the day, there was only one person I wanted to highlight. Because
he
That's all that
deserved
matters.
his flowers right now for sure. But quick side note.
Okay.
This nigga Luca,
Yes.
put some respect on that man's name.
He different.
Because a lot of niggas come in this league with potential and hype. And some of them live up to it. Some of them, it takes them time and then they live up to it. This man, since he put his foot
like
on the
Andrew
NBA court, has not slowed down. My man is a baller. His whole team hurt, he's still gonna ball. He hurt, he's still gonna ball.
That's
One
what
foot,
I'm saying.
no ankle. He gonna take that nub and ball in your ass. I'm just saying, like that
Nah.
nigga be balling. I gotta respect it.
Luca's an animal, bro. And
He's
I'm
definitely
waiting for like, don't get me wrong, he's balling. I'm still waiting for it to fully click for him in the league. Because there's gonna be times where he needs to crank up his level of balling, and he gonna get to that. Let's get to this wheel.
I don't have nothing against Luka. My only thing is I just felt like I think he did do it, but I just felt like kind of like how Jokic did. I just felt like he could get in better shape. So that was my only knock if I have one. NFL.
Niggas going to the league.
Going straight to the league.
All right. What we got? This nigga, he's still using the sticky part of the paper.
No, I didn't. I am. This one wasn't. Ron Rivera decides to start Tyler Heineke over Carson Wentz. It looks like history is repeating itself. Or Taylor, I'm sorry. Taylor Heineke. It kind of looks like history is repeating itself for Carson Wentz.
Yeah. I mean, is Heineke going to be the new Fitzmagic?
I mean, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean,
like,
yes.
His arm is not the strongest.
Mm-hmm. But he's the energy guy.
He's
can
the energy
rally a
guy.
team and
He can
make
rally it.
some
He's
plays.
a good leader. He can make some
And
plays.
he ain't gonna do no super dumb shit.
But he does, bro, make the at the end, the late game interception junk that I hate,
that's
bro.
not super dumb shit. That
But-
shit just happens sometimes.
That's facts.
Nah, he do that junk on a regular, dog.
Hey,
But he found a way to
but
win,
no,
though.
that's why I said, is he going to be the new Fitzmagic? Because Fitzmagic also does that exact same shit.
Yeah.
Fitzmagic will give you 3 straight games of, oh, this nigga's that fire. 5 picks the next game. What the hell just happened?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For Carson
I
Wentz,
haven't
though,
seen Heineke ever have one of those games, though.
I'm going to put it this
His
way.
floor is not that low. His floor, okay, here's the good thing. Carson Wentz has a higher ceiling than Tyler Heineke, but Heineke has a higher
I
floor.
think Carson lost that ceiling. Like, where is that ceiling now? Like,
He had a game
I
like
think
that
his
this year.
ceiling is what he did with the Colts. I think that's his new ceiling. I'm just saying,
Look,
personally.
first of all, shout out to the homeboy AP. What's popping with you, dog?
Yo,
That air horn. The Carson Wentz, bro. is in the
Great choice by
situation.
Ron, by the way.
Ron Rivera, Piggy Taylor. But
yeah.
So,
Stay peasy.
so I was listening to Bomani Jones earlier this week, and he was talking about the particular draft class and like how that Carson Wentz draft class, most of them quarterbacks are now journeyman quarterbacks. Going like he says, like I don't feel like you're a journeyman until you like got to your third team. You know what I mean? We went several drafts where quarterbacks were selected, and the vast majority of them are journeyman quarterbacks. Like that's crazy to me. How many can strike? Mitch Trubisky, journeyman. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Like obviously you got a nigga like Mahomes. No, he ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean?
Baker Mayfield's about to be a journeyman.
Bro, at the end of the day, that shit goes to what you talk about all the time, ST, pre-draft.
Mm-hmm.
These pre-draft quarterback fucking whatever happens when the college season ends between that time and the draft for quarterbacks is like the most amazing shit ever.
Right?
Like you could go from a nobody to like the best niggas ever seen.
Did you see
like
that throw in his pro day?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like they be like overvaluing quarterbacks. Like it be people we knew was trash, like Bortles.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like we knew he was trash. We saw the hype.
Bortles,
we saw the hype build up. I remember ST being like, "Yo, this nigga trash." Like, why is that?
No. Bortles got me because his highlight tape was pretty good.
Man,
Blaine Gabbert,
bro, go from Missouri.
Go look at his senior season stats, bro. He had like 15 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, bro.
Bro, it's a lot of dudes.
And
how I feel about Zach.
And Mel Kiper's going to give him a 97,
Zach, bro. Zach barely had any.
I said a 97. This nigga played it, bro. That's before Missouri was in the SEC.
Yeah.
If I'm that agent, I'm gonna break Kiper off a little bread to get my man's up there. Cause I feel like them dudes' voices really have that effect on these teams, bro.
Let's see, I'm trying to find something here because I'm gonna tell you exactly how I felt about Bortles, yo.
Oh, I remember that.
And I knew Bortles. I knew Bortles was trash. Well before we.
What's the thing the man said to you though?
You can't hate on Bortles, man. You gotta Bortles.
You gotta Bortles.
I'm like, I looked at that nigga like, the fuck you just said to me. You know what I'm saying?
I'll never forget that.
I'm gonna try to find this, man. Because damn, this shit is so far back in my damn Instagram shit too. It's crazy. Because my instant reaction to us drafting Bortles was so authentic, and I was spot on. Like called that shit. Oh, is this it here right here? Yes, it is. Listen in.
The Jacksonville Jaguars select Blake Bortles. He climbed the pocket, can make all the throws.
What the fuck are we doing? Fucking Bortles though?
If y'all could see the face that this man made, and this is like 10 seconds after the pick was in.
Literally like 10 seconds after the pick. The anger in my voice, yo. It was like, first of all, my voice was already going because it was a pre-draft party. I was already drunk, all that good stuff. But the reaction for that Bortles pick was still very authentic for your boy.
At number 3, I'm just like,
Jesus Christ. Anywho, man, you ready to go to the wheel, dog? Because I don't want to talk about them goddamn Bortles.
Oh, he's retired, by the way.
Yeah, of course he is. Trash ass bastard.
NBA.
We back to the NBA.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, Pete, you want to pick?
He used the sticky side on that one. I felt it.
All right, what we got, yo?
Okay. We got the Warriors struggling. Championship hangover or Draymond punch lingering? This is such
a shade question.
Which one is it, fellas?
I'm gonna let Shades go first.
You gotta pick out of these two.
I mean,
you don't have to pick out of those two.
Nah, you gotta pick.
It's
funner when we pick out of his shit.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you right now, when I argue that this the Draymond punch, let me stop.
Go ahead, Shades. Tell us how you feel about this in
there. I kind of think it's I don't know. I think I mean I want to say it's a combination of both, but they've shown in the past that normally when they come back from a championship year, they maintain championship form. So, like, something drastically? What is something drastic that happened that's different than the other years? Is the Draymond punch. So I don't want to say that though because it's like they got a good team, so I don't understand why they struggling. Is it because Clay's getting? Could it be Clay's getting older? He's not playing up to par. Is it Draymond's getting older? But I kind of feel like they're playing pretty well. Clay's shots is not falling how they used to be, but you got Jordan Poole, you got Kaminga, you got Looney. Looney's playing better. Um, I really don't know, man. I think only time is going to tell, but I think that Draymond punch. I mean, it had to do something, man. Because, like, what else happened? Like, you know, what I'm saying they shown before that they can bounce back from a championship. That's why they built a dynasty because they can come back year after year and maintain that form. So I don't want to say it, but it kind of seems like that Draymond punch did have something to do with it.
I personally don't think that Draymond punch had nothing to do with it because I feel like if any player could punch somebody on the team and then get the team camaraderie back, it's Draymond. Like, I personally really believe that he's really that much of a team guy. Like, I really believe he probably like went to that man like with all the sincerity he could type shit, you know?
Mhm.
And yes, there's animosity amongst men and but I feel like both of them on some basketball above that shit. So I don't feel like it's that. I feel like it's two things. I feel like one, I think these other teams come mad harder when they see the preseason rankings and then the season start and they was like the Lakers and the Golden State and these people supposed to be up here. I think these other teams come extra hard in the beginning when championship winning teams know they can't go that hard yet. We got to make it to 82.
Especially like the Phoenix Suns.
Bro, that's what I mean.
Torch.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Especially like the Phoenix Suns. Like, I remember what y'all did, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And that's what the energy they be on. They're like a championship team or a team with a real championship mindset. They don't be on that. They know how long the season is.
And it kind of feels like the Warriors want love. Like, Clay want love. Like, they want love, but no, they love to hate you. No, they just love to hate you because y'all just been good for so long. You know what I'm saying? Clay's like, where's my respect? But they just like, bro, bump your respect. Like, you know, welcome
to what the Miami Heat had to deal with.
Yeah,
because obviously Heat fans love them. Everybody else tried to find ways to pick them apart.
Yeah, and destroy it.
And that's just what it is. Greatness is going to bring a trail of enemies.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's going to bring a trail of haters, bro. So at the end of the day, you just got to understand. Look, I know I'm that nigga. You know how I know I've won several championships. I mean, I'm a part of a dynasty. You don't need the love. Trust me. You know when the love gonna come? It's gonna be unfortunate, but it's gonna be either once you are off of the Warriors or when you retire. You know what I mean? And that's when people gonna start being like, man, we just gotta respect what they was doing, even though you could have did that from the jump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But the way our culture is, they wait.
What you talking? Hey, man,
it's 2 words spelled like that.
Hey, yo, first of all, my watch series is over here like, hey, yo, I want to be a part of the pod too, and I don't understand. I didn't talk to you.
Siri over here like, you know what I means?
No, Siri trying to pod.
Siri, hey, man, I'm gonna put on.
That was Apple getting their way up in there. For real. They know how to get in there. We just advertise for them.
This is gonna be featuring Siri,
right?
You know what I'm saying? You feel
me? This real quick. What time it is?
Man, we got at least 2 or 3 more.
2 or 3 more spins in here. All right, let's get it.
I didn't get to say how I felt about that though. You know what I mean? But it's all good.
Oh damn. My bad.
Go ahead, finish this before.
All right, hold on. We're gonna take whatever's on there, but before we get to that, I'm gonna say this.
Yeah. Well, how you feel? I'm sorry, bro.
No, it's all good. I'm gonna say this. Golden State, as good as they are, and they're very great. When teams start to get older, the season is going to take a little bit more to rev up. We can talk about this dynasty that they built, but a dynasty is generally over time, right? What we have to realize is that all that time has happened, which means not only have they been in the league for so many years, they've been in the playoffs every year, deep playoff runs, deep into the finals type runs every year. You already have a guy like a Klay Thompson coming off an injury that had him out for what, almost 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
You got a guy like Steph who he's great, you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, he's older. He's got a lot of miles on the body, a lot of miles on the
But
body.
he just scored 50 though.
And he dropped 50. But you got Draymond, a lot of miles on the body. So your core pieces, mad miles on them. Yeah, you got some of the younger guys who have just been around for a couple of years, and they those miles haven't their speedometer ain't or whatever the shit is ain't looking like Clay in them. But the core of the team is older with miles. It's going to take is not that their chemistry is great, but the consistency for them, especially with them legs, that shit they ain't gonna feel that shit until mid-season, dog. You know what I mean?
There was talk about like them, like, and it might work though, like Clay coming off the bench and starting Jordan Poole.
I mean, if you have a nigga like Clay come off the bench when he can run it, that's crazy. It's the same thing when I said about fucking you can bring Westbrook off the bench and let him run it. That's crazy. And when you got the guys, if you can get guys to listen to the message and commit to that shit, then what are we talking about? We talking about success.
Because I mean, Clay told Steph to talk to Steph about coming off the bench in the playoffs that one series.
And Reg said he think the team not feeling Steve Kerr no more. Maybe his voice is maybe his voice don't ring like it used to.
But that wouldn't make sense to me. The fact that they won a championship, yeah. Like that, I wouldn't. I mean, even if that was true,
just won.
Yeah, you just won a championship, bro. Like y'all bugging if y'all saying that, like unless something's going on that we don't know.
And generally, that is the case.
Yeah,
it could be how he handling shit behind the scenes.
You just never know, and like we will never know unless somebody like Draymond come out on his podcast and say something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or Steve Kerr pull an email.
What do we get on the wheel when you spin it?
Fantasy.
All right, we got fantasy football. Let's go. Fantasy football.
That's D.
I'll take this one. Yeah. There we go. Oh, snap. Is this one that don't? Oh, yep. Nope. This is sticky side of the paper again. Here. They used the whole sheet this time, too. Running backs. All right. Who you got?
Who you got?
Start 'em, sit 'em. Alvin Kamara versus the Rams or Joe Mixon versus the Steelers? Who you got? Start 'em or sit 'em.
Alvin Kamara versus the Rams or Mixon versus the Steelers?
Yep.
I'm taking Mixon.
I take Mixon also because what?
I was gonna go Kamara, but I think I'm gonna go Mixon too. I was worried about TJ Watt coming back, but the Steelers not doing too hot with Kenny Pickett, so
yeah.
And they got an offensive line issue, so that defense is gonna be on the field. Defense is going to be on the field a lot, so
yeah.
Mixon just coming off a 5 touchdown, and then went to a bye, so
to rest them legs for another
give me
2
Joe.
touchdowns this game. Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, give me Joe. Yeah, AP say too. AP say Joe too.
Yep. All right, man. Next one up. What's up? What's up?
NCAA.
All right, we done went over the college football. I fucks with college football. College football. There it is.
You see that? That's crazy. That 7 got to go to OT.
Right. That's crazy.
College football playoff picture.
Okay. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? We talking about they just dropped a brand new
They just dropped the brand new rankings.
So
Number 1, we got Georgia 10-0. Number 2, we got Ohio State. Number 3, we got Michigan. Number 4, we got TCU. All 4 of those teams are 10-0 overall. Tennessee got a loss. Tennessee is 9-1 at 5. LSU, which is why I don't understand why we play them every year, bro. They're at 6, 8-2.
It's all good when we beat them.
I understand that, bro, but why we gotta play LSU and Georgia every year, bro?
The funny
And
thing
then to
about
be
it
adding in
is-
Auburn and Alabama sometimes, bro.
The
That's
funny thing
like
about it is that's what we need with the way that it is to make these rankings
Yeah.
now. We
If
just
you
gotta
win 'em,
win the games.
if you win
we
those
win
games-
those 2 games, they wouldn't deny us top. You know what I'm saying?
I
Exactly.
understand, but why does it have to be every?
I mean, you got to also think LSU. They play them every year.
Bro,
You know,
you way rather that than have a schedule that you like knock out of the park and they be like your strength of schedule was weak as hell.
No, but our strength of schedule is not going to be like that because we got Tennessee, we got FSU, never mind.
I'm saying some of these teams
Georgia,
ain't always, you know,
like
what I'm
you know what I'm
saying?
saying?
You can't
Like,
just have one though.
also, you
no, I
can't.
just named 3. Kentucky's been legit recently too. So we played
Kentucky still don't got the
Texas A&M
chance
this year too.
when they was trash.
Kentucky was or Texas A&M was like they was ranked 6 and then they lost and then we played them.
No.
They was
They-
ranked
Texas
losing.
A&M
They was spiraling.
Texas A&M lost.
We was part of
lost
their
2
spiral.
straight.
2 straight.
I already knew when they knew we was gonna win the game that it was like that.
Oh, but yo, back to the rankings. At number 7, USC is back in the picture.
Yep.
Lincoln
That's
Riley,
crazy.
9-1.
Mm-hmm.
Bama
At 8.
8. They just won against Ole Miss, but they had lost against LSU. 8-2.
They
Clemson.
almost lost to Ole Miss
Clemson is in the mix.
at number 9.
Number 9, 9-1, and Utah 8-2. Bounced back off the Gator loss.
Yeah.
So that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they've only lost 1 game since that opening.
Bro,
game.
this is some good teams.
Oh yeah, the top 10 is very
Even the
strong.
top 15. You got 8-2 teams.
I heard an analyst say today this will be the best year to have a 16-team playoff. Like,
Yeah.
You'll get upsets, you'll get all that.
UCLA at number 16 is dangerous. Chip got them boys
A lot of
playing.
these teams play each other coming up too.
Yeah, like I mean
Penn
that's
State.
this is what's going to end up happening. Like you go okay, obviously you got the Ohio State Michigan game. That's coming up. That's going to knock one of them from the top 4, depending on how the score.
And then is that going to allow Tennessee to sneak in?
Maybe
Potentially.
I heard a lot of people say that like at the end of the day they don't want TCU to win, so they hoping they lose so they could drop them. But if they don't, they still might not make it. Then when it comes to all,
And that would be bullshit. Then don't ever put them at 4.
Right. I'm just saying.
If that's the case,
but I mean, if TCU wins out, if TCU wins out and Michigan loses or Ohio State loses, they can't bump TCU out if they win out.
Bro, they did that shit.
They've done it before. They done it before. They just did it for SEC teams. You know what I mean? Like I literally watched Alabama and Georgia play in an SEC championship game, and then both of them in the playoffs.
Go back in the playoffs.
You see what I'm saying? Like it happens.
Oh, was that the year that Ohio State or somebody was undefeated?
on the outside looking in? Yeah, it made no sense. It was nonsensical.
Might have been strength of schedule.
They always gonna say it's some shit.
They're gonna find a way.
But if you lose your championship game, that shit like against a team that was going to.
Yeah,
I mean, if the other team won their
gotta
championship
not go.
game and they won and they undefeated, they should definitely be in there.
Yeah, but that's what we're saying. They got left out because it's basically SEC bias right there.
Okay,
and we know that to be true. Yes, most of the best teams, quote unquote, best teams are in the SEC. I'm just waiting for these big power conferences. That's what I'm waiting for, dog.
Quick ninja take though, yeah, because it goes along with that.
Okay.
I heard recently, like in the last 2 days, they said that the SEC might go to one division. You heard that?
Yep.
I didn't know about that.
This is the last year for this is the last year for the ACC to be 2 divisions. It's going.
Oh, y'all going to one
next year.
Next year.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about that? I feel split about it.
Well, the thing is that now it forces. The thing is now it's no longer I'm only playing this side of the division.
Right.
So you're going to end up playing a lot more of the teams in the. So what's going to end up happening is it's going to force you to push out a lot of those cupcake games.
Okay. And I think that's what it was for the SEC.
Yeah, and
they said it might lose some rivalry games though.
Yeah, and that's gonna still the rivalry games are gonna happen. This is gonna be a year apart.
But what I seen was that it's gonna make a rotation where if you stay at a school for 5 years, like some players are eligible to, you'd have played everybody else in the conference over a 5-year span.
Yeah,
which is like, for example, I just seen something that like Florida been to Texas A&M and what they call it, something station?
College Station.
In College Station, we've been there 3 times, and Georgia's never been there.
So yeah, exactly.
You know, shit like that. They're saying they gotta like change that.
Of course, but like I said, that's why I'm ready for the power conferences. Though, like you keep hearing stuff like the SEC is interested in FSU and Clemson and stuff like that, and the Big Ten is interested in Miami and this stuff like combine these motherfuckers.
It makes sense if they go to one division.
And then what happens is if you have 2 or 3 big power conferences, right?
Mm-hmm.
First of all, what is going to force? It's going to force Notre Dame to join the conference.
Truth.
Because we ain't gonna schedule you. When I gotta put more teams in my conference on my schedule to try to get myself higher up into this rankings. Mm-hmm. So I'm not gonna schedule you, Notre Dame, no matter how good of a team you fielded, because it's not impacting where I'm going to end up in this potential playoff. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's going to force Notre Dame to join somebody's conference, and then from there, like, okay, so let me tell you the most, from me, obviously this is very biased on my end. When they say Big Ten is interested in Miami, but they're also interested in USC, like Southern California. Mm-hmm. And I think you imagine the home and homes that you get for the Miami versus USC games.
That'd be nasty.
Nick, like it's
LA and Miami.
We had to go. We had to go to Cali for that game.
You feel me?
You feel me? I ain't gonna lie.
No, like it's stuff like that it instantly brings another spark of interest into the sport, and I think eventually we're going to get there because it's going to happen, and I think it's happening within the next 3 years. You're going to start seeing more announcements.
It's all going to happen before that 12-team thing kick off. That
right,
already approved.
Right, because you already seeing teams like Texas and Oklahoma saying, you know what, we're going to the SEC. Mm-hmm. Cool, that's dope. Now the SEC is even deeper, which means Big Ten, who's the next biggest conference out there, they ain't going to want to sit behind and wait and see what's going to happen. They're going to eventually call some people and say, we need you too. You know what I mean? And I think what it's going to end up doing is it's going to create a new interest in college football that I'm extremely excited for. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I'm like super excited.
I'm with it, but I just wonder about certain things. It's just something's been some way for so long, like traditionally, mm-hmm. That changes. That'll be the most dramatic change we've seen in college football, probably. Yeah.
I think it will be the dopest change ever. I think it'll take college football to heights that it's never seen, especially when they do the college football playoff and they expand it.
College football to heights it's never seen.
And guess what? With NIL deals out there and college football at heights is never seen, that means more money, revenue. That means more money to these players. I'm here for it.
Yep.
I'm here for it, dog. Because these college players who you all technically are amateurs, but that's bullshit. First of all, we already know niggas been getting paid to go to different schools all the time. It's time to let them boys start making all that NIL money. They making it. You know what I'm saying?
And it can be on the table, so you can't snatch somebody's Heisman Trophy away from them.
Exactly. Look, bro, and look, people getting paid. Like they
is they gonna give Reggie Bush back his Heisman?
Yes. They're eventually gonna get that back to him.
That man got college football respect over a lot of people.
I look at like the quarterback that was a Miami commit that flipped over to Florida, right? The rumored number for him, this is all rumored, was $7 million for to come to Miami per the NIL deal, right? Mm. He flips to, first of all, that wasn't his biggest offer from a school. The biggest offer from the school was Florida. I think it was like at 9-point-something million, right? I don't care what it is. Sometimes, you know what? You're going to lose some battles with when it comes to these NIL deals. But at the end of the day, bro, that man said if he go out there and hurt his leg right now, he got paid. In college, a lot of niggas don't even get to make it to the league where they can go get the big bags. Mm-hmm. So when you got players out here that can go out here and make the bag now, also not stress about family at home.
You know what they do need to do with that? they need to break that money up. Like,
Absolutely.
You need to
Mhm.
get a certain portion while you're in school, and then
Mhm.
like a lump sum on the like whether you graduate, go to the draft, whatever you, even if you drop out, that's when you get the other.
Yep.
Whatever you contractually allowed after.
So that
whatever
like
happened.
while you're in the draft
'cause
process,
it's gonna
while
be
you
people that lose their shit
yep.
over that money.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It hasn't happened yet because this all rapid and however it's happening. But it's gonna be like a big time baller gonna get a big time bag, and a big time something is going.
And these agents is out here feasting and sharking on these
they
boys.
money hungry, so they don't
taking
care about the
advantage.
kids at the end of the
No.
day.
No.
And what we be forgetting when we looking at our sports shit and these data, that these college recruits are kids.
That's
You
why
know
a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying?
these families like
These dudes
Lamar
are
Jackson,
17,
like Lamar Jackson,
16, some of them.
Kyrie's family is like his lawyer and stuff like that. Like they're keeping it in house because of these shady agents.
Yep. That's a fact. All right, man. Let's get one more in here before we do the homie phone call today.
All right, bet. Laugh out loud.
Oh, we got an LOL.
LOL, kid.
All right, what we got?
Sticky
Dog?
note. With the sticky side.
See, yeah, I told you. This right on the non-sticky part and rip that shit. I'm telling
Tyreek calls out Tua for having a boring Twitter page.
you. Yeah, I saw that. He's only following like 6 people. Like I know your timeline is trash as fuck. You go back and refresh. It's the same shit, bro.
That's what you said. I ain't see that,
Bro. Like, cause like if you got 6 people that you like, you're only gonna see on your timeline the people that you follow, right? So let's say if the 6 people you follow ain't even all that active, if I go into my timeline, I'm gonna pull up my Twitter here. If I go to my timeline, right, and it's this. Actually, let's go here, and then I scroll down and nothing changes. Then what is the purpose of having Twitter? You know what I'm saying? So I thought that shit was funny as fuck. And also, just a quick update because we I don't know if we talked about this on the pod. I think we did. The Heat was up at halftime,
like 10 or 11 points,
with only 7 active players. We did end up losing that game by 1 point with 7 active players.
Dang.
By 1 in OT though.
In overtime.
Had to be tired.
Them boys dead.
Oh, them boys was
Coach, you can't come play.
Spo, put
Coach,
a jersey
take
on.
these sneakers right now. Nigga.
Coach, put Udonis Haslam in. Please.
He was down too. He was like, I can't get a 1 day.
I signed it right now.
I'll play.
Right here on the court.
I'll play 40 minutes.
Yo, one more thing about the Tua thing. A lot of people think Tyreek was salty because one of the people he's following is Josh Allen, and he ain't following him.
Maybe, but Tyreek be funny about shit like that.
No, you know it's all
Yeah,
funny.
Tyreek fooled.
But y'all know Tua ain't lost a game that he started and finished.
Nope,
bro. Tua top 5 quarterback in the league right now.
Tua.
Top 5.
And that's what they was. I was looking at a list.
So let's see. No, Tom, I can't let you go. I can't let you go. I can't let you just say that and then just skate up out of here. So who you taking out? Who's Tua replacing?
Oh, I'm just saying he's the
you
top.
See what the top 5 right now look like?
There's a lot. There's a lot of replacements taken. There's a lot of niggas been taken out.
Gino's at the top. Gino's at 6.
Huh?
Gino's at 6 right now because he had that game.
When I looked, he was in the top 5.
No, because of the last game he had, he's 6 now.
All I know is if I'm making a list,
Yo,
I don't have this shit numbered.
Yeah, not NFL.com.
I don't have this shit numbered.
Just give me the 5.
This off the top. This off the top of the dome.
Let me get that spark too.
Oh, absolutely. Which one?
That one.
This one. All right. There you go. Top 5 in no particular order. Tua, Mahomesy, Josh Allen.
Wait, before you go on, we all 3 agree on that, right? All right, so there's the 2 others that matter.
Kirk Cousins,
Okay.
and Jalen Hurts.
Okay. I see where you did there.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. No, I feel look. No matter what anybody want to say about Kirk, I understand that he ain't the greatest quarterback of all time. We get that. Did y'all not see what that boy just did this past weekend? Yeah, I see that.
I think personally, I think Kurt.
I'm
is
taking
one
out
of them.
Kurt. Kurt is in my top 10, but I'm giving Lamar over Kurt.
Yeah, no, not with them records looking
Oh,
like the way
that's
they
why I
is,
said
bro.
Lamar ain't been balling right now, bro.
Well,
He said that's my top 5. Okay.
no, I'm just saying. I mean, there's
Oh,
reason.
if that man got my name, he gonna be in that top 5.
One o'clock,
I'm
Kirk.
just fucking with you.
No, but let's talk about it real quick before we do the call. Let's talk about it.
All right.
Okay. Lamar Jackson doesn't even have an Adam Thielen at receiver.
That's fair.
Kirk Cousins has an Adam Thielen, a Justin Jefferson, a KJ Osborne. They had
Hockenson
Irv
now?
Smith. Yeah, they had Irv Smith. Now he got Hockenson. Lamar got. They've been talking in the media about Rashad Bateman. Like Rashad Bateman has done something. The boy is still. He's a 2-3.
Yeah, but
If
how
you
many
lucky.
times they tried to get receivers though?
They haven't tried, bro. They haven't
They
tried
drafted
enough.
like 3 receivers.
Rashad Bateman,
And what's the other one before him then?
Hollywood.
Hollywood Brown. They traded him though.
Hollywood. Mhm.
They just traded him. If they would have kept Hollywood,
But
I wouldn't
health
be saying.
has definitely affected them.
That's another thing.
But
That's what I was about
that's
to say.
not
That's
something that,
another
you know-
point that I was about to make. You got the defense was decimated. They just now got Roquan. That had a lot to do with it. But Minnesota's defense has not been up to par all year either. But just recently they've been getting turnovers. You know what I'm saying? But Lamar doesn't have the same. But you can have that argument with Lamar about anybody, all the other quarterbacks. But Lamar does not have the weapons that other people have, and his team is still dangerous.
Of course. And at the end of the day, guess what? I can't also
I mean,
I
when
can't tell.
I think he got
But you
hurt.
can't
Let's-
fault
wait,
Kurt.
I can't fault Kurt for sitting there having good talent around him because his organization wants to treat him well. You know what I mean? Look, at the end of the day, I can only go by what's happening on the field.
For sure.
And
I'm just saying, better-
So my
I'm just
other
saying,
two, besides
better
the 3 we
quarterback.
all agree on, it's Geno Smith, because I got to give the man respect
Geno
for
been balling.
his QB numbers is
it's
top of the line.
Yeah,
Like he got like
absolutely.
the second best QBR,
Mhm.
like all that shit.
number one completion percentage.
Yeah, I think his shit
73.
was like at one point it was 80. That
Yeah,
shit
he was
crazy.
He's at 73 right now.
Yeah.
But my other one is Justin Fields, bro. Because
Nah, he a
This
2-week
nigga-
He a
bro.
2-week all-star at this point.
he been balling for more than 2 weeks. But the thing about it is, I feel like he fall in the category of Lamar where he don't got the weapons. You know what I'm saying? He don't
He got
the
more weapons than Lamar.
What?
That boy Mooney is nasty.
Mooney ain't
Mooney
doing
is
shit.
Mooney is better than any receiver that Lamar got.
Cole Kmet is legit.
He gone.
Yeah, he got hurt.
Cole Kmet got hurt. Okay. Khalil Herbert, he just got hurt, but he had Khalil Herbert.
Mhm.
David Montgomery, he's a legit running back.
Yep.
They just got oh boy.
Mooney
Chase
you're not
Claypool.
taking Mooney over
They just got
Mandrews.
They just got Chase Claypool.
You're not taking Mooney over Mandrews.
No, I said receiver.
I said receiver. Andrews is a tight end. I'm taking him over. I'm taking Andrews over Kmet, but Kmet is no slouch.
Komet ain't did nothing until this year where he had like 2 games.
Because they wasn't really throwing.
Here's
him
the reason
ball.
why I'm saying it's been 2-game all-star. Like,
Now, I'm
don't
saying
get me wrong.
Justin Fields
I understand.
himself has been balling more than 2 weeks. That's what I was saying.
We see different games.
I picked him up in fantasy, so you right, bro.
I mean, I picked him up in
Fresh off
fantasy.
waivers.
All right, yo. So let's get the homie in here.
The homie KY.
I just feel like since the game plan started using him, he been balling.
Mhm. All right, so we're gonna call in the homie. Let's go do that now. Can you hear that? You hear it? Your phone?
P, you can hear it?
I don't know what I'm
Phone call.
I hear it, but I don't know where I'm hearing it.
Yo,
Oh, okay. Yo, what up, KY?
what up, dude?
What up? What up? What up, Papa?
What up, fellas?
KY, what's up with you, man?
Yo.
I was chilling. I was just playing some Apex, but let's get it.
Hey. Okay. Chase, get us started, brother.
Hey man, say man. KY, dog. So first of all, I want to ask you, it's glad to have you back in fantasy. My boy took the hiatus for a little bit. How you enjoying fantasy this year?
I had to take a day off or take a year off. I mean, because freaking that shit with the COVID and everything, I was literally heated. I was about to punch somebody in public.
I get that.
Yeah, but I got the Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs connection this year, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. Getting ready for the playoffs.
My
hopefully.
boy, I'm in third. My boy's in fourth.
Yeah,
In the money league?
In the money league, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we got like 1,200 on the table. I think that's how much it's for, right, KY?
Something like that. Yeah, 100 something. Yeah, per person.
Yeah, about 1,200. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get it. But bro, I appreciate you so much for coming on. You know what I'm saying? Taking time out your day. You know what I'm saying, to chill with us. So
yes,
we did send you the questions. You had some time to review. So as we said before, before the pod, we're gonna say the question. We're gonna give all three of us are gonna give our takes, and then you're gonna decide, who had the best take. And then if you have anything to say, I forgot to add that in there. If you have anything to say about it, if you want to say like your opinion about it, then you say it after that question.
All right, cool.
Okay. So the first one, the first one. Do y'all think the Eagles' loss to the Commanders was actually a good thing for them?
Well, we don't have a champion here to say who goes first. So who's going first?
I'll go first.
Pete goes first.
Representing the Jets out here. Shout out to the Don. But no, I don't think it was a good thing for them. One, because it was a division game, prime time. I also don't think it was a good game for them because I felt like what would have been good, because a lot of people said this might be one of those games for them. I would have felt like it would have been good for them to win that game.
Okay.
And I understand where people be like, take off the pressure of trying to go undefeated, but we should still be on a game by game shit. So that was like a big L division wise, and it ain't hurting them right now because they got a lot of wins, but it could hurt their momentum, which I feel like is very important.
So no, I think it was a good loss. I think it was a good thing. Obviously, like you said, get the pressure off, all the good stuff, blah, 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 blah. And you say like the momentum. You know what they did? You know what they decided to do when the momentum, when they felt like the momentum might be shifting? They went ahead and said, you know what, Ndamukong Suh, I know you're sitting at the crib right now. Go ahead and pull up and line up next to this ridiculous assembly line of defensive line that we got, that the most depth of anybody's defensive line. So we just gonna add that to it. Look, at the end of the day, losing this one game to the Commanders, is that gonna hurt them? No. They were undefeated at that point, so they've already beaten pretty much everybody in the division except for the Commanders. I think they can play them one more time. And then so okay, they're gonna end up smoking him in the second time, because I'm sorry, the Heineke thing ain't gonna last forever. Once again, I feel like he's gonna be the new Ryan Fitzmagic, and then the Fitzmagic is gonna wear off. So at the end of the day, I don't see this being that. I feel like this actually is a good thing, not a detriment to their season. Going to get that. Oh, we got to be undefeated. Let's keep, as the season continues to go on. That are we going to hold on to this undefeated streak? Are we going not a 72 Dolphins? They over here popping bottles. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to worry about nobody trying to go undefeated and win the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So hey, it is what it is at this point. I don't think it's that. I think it was a good thing, and I don't think it's that big.
They haven't played the Giants yet.
Oh, they're gonna be. Oh yeah, them lucky.
The Giants, the lucky ass motherfuckers of the league right now.
For real,
I ain't never seen a team.
A whole luck box.
What?
Yo, ST, you had me until you said they're gonna be the Giants. So I don't know.
Yo. So, I'm gonna say. At first, I really was thinking it was a good loss, but now that I'm thinking, like, when I was thinking about it today, I switched my answer. I'm gonna switch my answer to no, because it was the way that they lost. The way that they lost, it showed a kink in their armor, So I know that they did get Ndamukong Suh, and eventually they are going to get Jordan Howard back. And they also got somebody else too at defensive tackle as well for that depth. But my thing is the fact that Jordan Howard did get injured. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure he's healthy. And then Ndamukong Suh has not been playing this whole season. It's going to take him some time. He does have enough time to get back in shape and to get to the flow of things, but that still means that your team is acceptable to the run. So if you can run the ball successfully for the Eagles, but that's a successful recipe for a lot of different teams. That I think that's a recipe that can beat the Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. If you run the ball and you play good defense, relatively good defense, and you can keep the ball out of the hands of the other quarterback and the other offense, that's how you beat a lot of these high-powered teams. And Washington showed, like, so what if they run into a good running team that, that they got a really good offensive line and the running back is really good? You're going to have a problem. You're going to have a problem when you get into the playoffs. Like, what if they play, the Vikings again in the playoffs and the Vikings is clicking on all cylinders? What if they don't got to beat you at Justin Jefferson? What if they got Dalvin Cook and Madison attacking you, and then they bring in Justin Jefferson off the play action? Like,
that's why you brought in Suh.
So I understand that, but what I'm saying is you brought in Suh, but Suh is going to take time for Suh to get into form, and there's no.
And you're talking about playoff football.
Okay, is this my take or is this my take?
Let me tell you a quick stat we heard on Suh.
You gonna talk about rebuttals and then you gonna rebut in my jump, bro?
Hey, all I know is I got rebutted last week. I got rebutted last week. I don't.
Did I speak in yours?
I don't want to hear nothing.
Did I speak in yours?
One quick take on Suh. Okay. We looked it up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
This man missed 2 games in his career suspension. He ready to play.
He
all right, go ahead, Shades. My bad.
No, you're good.
Because he kicked somebody.
Boom.
But that was true.
No, big facts.
All right, KY, who got that?
Man, I gotta say Jay on this one, honestly. Like, I would say that it's not a big deal to take that loss, just one loss for the season, but to lose to the Commanders, I don't know. They've been pretty bad the whole season, so I don't know. I do see a little chink in the armor with the Eagles on that.
I agree. I agree that there's a little bit of a chink there, but the chink is they instantly went out and got the piece to get that chink repaired.
After looking at their schedule,
I heard that.
The reason it was a bad loss is because their schedule kind of
ramps up.
Bro. All right, the Packers, they may be not that good, but
they just ran the ball though.
They just tried to step their game up, and then even the loss they just took wasn't on some horrible.
They
the Titans are
though.
good, and that's the next 2 teams they play:
Titans.
the Packers, then the Titans,
running game,
then
running
the
game,
Giants,
running game,
then the Bears,
running
then
game,
the Cowboys,
running game,
then the Saints. They could probably win that.
They can win this.
That's the cupcake. And then the Giants again to end the season. That's probably gonna matter for something with both of them having good records,
right?
Like placement at minimum,
Maybe if they didn't lose the way that they lost with the successful running game being run against them, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. But it's the fact that now you just lost running the ball, and then now you
feel
playing
like that's how
running
NFL
teams.
teams lose. I don't think that's really the key, because I feel like, one, we game plan for teams and you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, they got beat by running a lot, but McLaurin made a lot of big plays in that game.
Yeah.
They didn't just get beat by running. You know what I'm saying? And then how many games is AJ Brown not gonna give you nothing?
Bro, I had to roll the bet ball because we had the over under bet last week if he was gonna have over under 100 yards. And I said,
I said roll that shit 3 times. Nigga. That shit was horrible for your over under.
It was terrible.
I was feeling it when you made the bet, though. Don't get me wrong.
Terrible.
I was on your side when you
it was
were
terrible,
that was horrible.
one catch percent, bro. I had
Listen.
just traded him in fantasy too,
Ooh,
bro.
you lucky.
I just traded
You
him,
lucky.
and I traded him for CD Lamb and CD Glove for 8, bro.
You lucky.
Yo, KY.
What's up?
Second question.
Yes,
Steve,
sir.
Since you went second, go first on this one, bro. Which team had the most impressive upset win in week 10? You had like 5 upset victories.
All right. Obviously, we've been talking about the Commanders over the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Did Aaron Rodgers take that trash team and go beat Dallas?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what just happened? We talking about the same Aaron Rodgers they have yet. I mean, maybe they stumble on something now, but they have yet to really find a receiver of any sort.
What?
Until Watson showed up against Dallas, and then obviously last night he had 2 touchdowns, I believe, again.
5 in 2 games.
But they took a relative unknown receiver. I know he was drafted, but still he ain't did shit all season. A relative unknown receiver took that and went and beat Dallas, who I mean, what do we think about that? I don't know what the fuck to think about Dallas, because sometimes I'm thinking that they're gonna finally get their shit together. Sometimes I'm over here sounding like Stephen A. Smith when I say they're an accident waiting to happen. But the accident that's been waiting to happen all season has been the Packers. So for them to go and then beat Dallas, to me, I already had it written down saying that this is Dallas dub because Green Bay has been trash all season. But then that bad man decided he wanted to be a bad man again. And look, bro, that's my pick. I'm taking Green Bay over Dallas, yo. Who y'all got?
All right.
So for Peach,
No.
Nope.
I'm not second.
Nope.
I thought I was second.
You go last this time.
You go second next time. Vikings beating the Bills. I know the Vikings were 7-1, but the fact that you go into Buffalo and then you beat Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen and them, their defense, they are a little deficient, but Kirk Cousins in the beginning of that game threw an interception. So, when you throw an interception against the Buffalo Bills, or if you turn the ball over against Buffalo, there's a high chance they're about to run off with that thing. And the fact that they was up by like 10 points, you know what I'm saying? With like going third and going to the fourth quarter for them to come back like that. And then to make special plays in order to get that done. Normally, Kirk Cousins doesn't show up in big games, But lately, the Vikings have not been losing because of Kirk Cousins. It's been because of a defensive deficiency. You know what I'm saying? And the defense, even though they wind up later on in the game, they wind up getting an interception to seal it. So they're starting to play off of one another, feed off one another. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the defense let up 27 points. You know what I'm saying? Wind up going into overtime. You know what I mean? But for the Vikings to kind of change the narrative from last year, I think they was just like kind of how the Jaguars this year, they had the most games that was lost by like 3 points or less, or by a touchdown or something like that.
Possession. Yeah.
One possession to now be in this year, to now turn that corner and to beat a team like Buffalo. I think that's the biggest upset.
Okay.
All right, let me shut y'all both down.
Ooh.
All right, shit. Green Bay, yeah, they beat the Cowboys, but they were at home. You know what I'm saying? So, there was a chance for that to happen.
Yeah, go look at their home record.
Vikings, I'll give you that. It's all good. I'm just saying. It's still be hard to win in Lambeau. The Vikings, yeah, it was an upset, but they had only lost one game to the best team in the league at the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Let's be real, KY. The Chiefs beating the Jaguars was the big. Nah, I'm playing. I'm playing. But no, the
I'm about to hang up the phone.
The Commanders beating the Eagles was the biggest upset because that was the least one that we saw that could have possibly went on. Like we thought that one would have been easy for the Eagles to win, really. And the fact that they won it in prime time and it's a division game for them, I think that was big.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
I'm not so surprised with them because the Commanders stay in the game because of their defensive line.
You trying to rebuttal my shit?
I'm just saying, you just did mine the other time. So
I did it.
Yes, you did. You just did it a second ago. Exactly. You made a rebuttal.
No, it wasn't a rebuttal.
You added on to it. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know that their defensive line is.
You take me for what ST said.
All I heard was everything said at one time. So
I'm a part of it.
So you're a part of it.
Guilty by association.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So KY, how you feel about it, bro? Who you think got that one?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that the Vikings beating the Bills was necessarily an upset. Right. You know, Josh Allen was injured. You know, for one, I know that because he's my starting quarterback in my fantasy league.
Yeah.
But you know, it also took like a lot of like weird plays for that game to play out, like that fumble in the end zone and all that.
Yeah.
You know, so and you know, ST is spoken like a fucking true Giants fan over here, talking about I don't know what to say about Dallas Cowboys. You know, because I feel the same way. You know, I love to hate on them, but you never know like what they're going to give you every year.
Right.
You know, like at the end of the day, I watched that Green Bay game, and I also got to say that Dallas wasn't getting any calls at the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I do think that the biggest upset was the Commanders taking down the Eagles. Like that was just a crazy game. So I'm gonna give that one to Peach.
Nice.
Okay, Peach.
PGZ.
Appreciate you.
All right. Question number 3. Was the Justin Jefferson catch better than the OBJ one-handed catch?
Just in case for the homies, that's why y'all haven't seen the catch. Let me play this for y'all real quick. Where the hell is it? All right. Hold, please.
Please hold.
Please hold.
Don't put me on hold.
No. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead.
I'm so happy I'm going first.
This one happy I'm going first. Shut your ass up.
There's no way.
Yeah, that catch was absolutely filthy. So what say you, Shades?
I ain't giving you no hints of what I'm going to
You sure you don't want to? You sure you don't want to?
I hate going last here. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's a hard one to go last on. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, I'm about to pull some shady on these next. So the OBJ catch, he did have pass interference. He did catch it with 3 fingers, and it was a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
But the team lost the game. And that was in like the first quarter, second quarter, something like that. The Justin Jefferson catch was a better catch, in my opinion, because it was 4th and 18. Sorry. It was 4th and 18, but he just didn't get 18 yards. I think it was like a 27, 30-yard catch. 30-something yard catch. The OBJ catch, even though he got pass interference, while he caught the ball, it wasn't contested. This catch, the dude was at the top of his jump with 2 hands on it. Justin Jefferson palms it with 1 hand, rotates his body. He's like flipping. He's literally flipping as he's catching the ball and snatches the ball with 1 hand out of the dude's hand without it touching the ground. Even though it wasn't with 3 fingers and it wasn't a touchdown, without that catch, they lose that game. So I'm going with Justin Jefferson.
Okay. All right. So for me, for Peach, you know, this comes down to what are you making your qualifications on a better catch to be? And for this question specifically, I'm just narrowing it down to the catch. Take away all this side stuff. Take away 4th and 18. Take away touchdown. Take away pass interference. Take away led to the winning of the game. Take away all that. This catch look mathematically, scientifically unequatable and not possible when Justin Jefferson made it. The catch that Odell made, it looks like if everything works out in a certain way, it's possible. And we know that now because I've seen that same catch a couple times. Give or take 3 fingers, right? You know, give or take 3 fingers.
A pinky in the
But, right, you know what I'm saying? But I've seen that catch or something close to it that can be like photo compared almost, you know? I don't think I will ever see a catch with gravity and this man pushing down. Like, how did the ball not touch the floor?
It's beyond.
And it's crazy. And when we watched, me and ST watched Chiseled Adonis, play the replay, and we was wondering what he was gonna say about it. And this man was like, all the years of masturbating has finally paid off for Justin Jefferson with this strong arm. That shit, like, just defined it. Like that, it was he had to do some inhuman shit. Like the way his arm was angled to be able to use that much strength in that position was crazy to me.
Yeah.
So that's all I got on it though.
Seeing that I can't win this at all, I'm just gonna say I agree with y'all. And then, all right, so KY, who you thought won that out of them two?
Damn, dude, I was really hoping that you were going to disagree with them.
Look,
because then I could give everybody a point in this little game here. But honestly, the fact that we're comparing that to Odell's catch just tells you that Odell's catch is the greatest catch.
It is,
in my mind. You know, like I feel like Justin Jefferson kind of went up for it, and I don't think he was going to catch it unless the Buffalo defender grabbed it,
right,
and then he kind of just grabbed it from him. Odell, like when you watch that ball is sailing 10 yards out of bounds, and he literally goes up. And if you do watch it, he kind of gets a little offensive pass interference on that. He kind of throws the dude out of bounds, but he goes up and twists.
Nah, they were both fighting for the ball, bro. You can't grab my jersey and then I can't do nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But no, KY, I gotta disagree.
I mean,
with you
I know the original. I can't hate on that.
I gotta disagree with you on something. Justin Jefferson would have definitely caught that ball if that dude went right there. Like, if we're not talking about like an average receiver. Justin Jefferson is that dude.
Yeah, no, obviously. I mean, obviously, he's on your fantasy team, right?
I traded for him.
That game,
you feel me?
You see?
I mean, I don't even know who to vote for, honestly.
Oh,
because
yeah. Also,
I was hoping somebody would say Odell because, again, you got to read the judge right here.
Gotcha.
Giant.
Yeah,
and,
I know.
Hey, KY, I was just playing, bro. Odell definitely had.
Shut up.
Y'all play rock, paper, scissors and figure this one out.
Yeah, go ahead. Y'all go in and shoot for that. Rochambeau, best of 3. Do that. Somebody got to be the champ.
Somebody's got to be the champ right here.
All right, let's go, Pete.
You gotta do it better way.
You versus
do it. How you do it?
1, 2, 3, shoot.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Yeah. All right. Let's go.
All right. 1, 2, 3, shoot. 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 1, 2, 3, shoot.
All right. Pete out is the champ.
Hey,
let's
I
go.
came back to win this shit. I ain't gonna move it. It looks good. Aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
But
hey, man.
Shout out to my boy KY. It's been a minute since I seen you in person, but all love though.
Big facts.
Yes, sir. Hey, I got a question. Maybe you guys can talk about it after I get off the phone here. But you guys got a score prediction for UFFSU, and do you think AR will turn pro next season? And if not, what do you think the Gators are looking like next season? And I'll leave it at that.
All
right, Brody.
All right, KY. We appreciate you, bro.
Hell yeah.
I didn't hear the whole thing. So
have a good one.
He said he wants to know predictions for the Florida FSU game. And do we think that AR Anthony Richardson is going to go pro next year? So my prediction is we're going to beat Florida State like 28, 24. And I do think AR is going to go to the league. I just had this conversation with Gerard the other day, and he told me like his sources, like that he knows from the inside, whatever, like Anthony Richardson is more than likely going to go pro. And I disagree with it. I don't think he should go pro. I don't think he's ready. He needs some more developing. He needs to be able to read better. And at the end of the season, like ST was saying, he doesn't know how to put touch on the ball. He just starts showing that touch. But I think he needs to show that more consistently in a full college season. So when you're put into the NFL, you're not trying to develop because you can find your way out of the league. You know what I'm saying? You need to come in ready to go. The NFL ain't a development league no more. Like if you ain't coming in and balling, like and showing something, you're out. Like, Nathan Peterman ain't there no more. I don't think Nathan Peterman in the league no more. You know what I'm saying? You can't come in the league and be buns, you know what I'm saying? And especially being an African American quarterback, like you can't just come in and think you're just gonna be a backup the whole time. I mean, it's very rare for you to be able to do that. I mean, you got Hundley, you know what I'm saying? You got Tyrod Taylor.
Bro, Gino making the
Brissett.
bounce from that same situation.
But Gino came in with way more promise than him though. Gino had a 40 touchdown, 5 or 6 interception year, bro.
Yeah,
like,
but he don't got the prototype shit like him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So
he's what they want.
So Peach, give us your prediction and
Let me give you my
and then what you think
my
about
prediction is that we lose to FSU. I just think they're a more complete team than we are right now, and like I hate to say that shit, but it's true. And for the AR thing is, I definitely think he's gone. Even though I agree with Shades on the reasons why he think he should stay another year, but in the world we live in nowadays, nobody's doing that. And on top of the fact that nobody's doing that, I heard an analyst break it down the other day in a way that I was like, that's true. A lot of these NFL teams, whether it be the coaches or the GM believing in his coaches or whatever, their ego on, this player's just missing a few things, we could develop that, or the take the risk on being able to develop that is so high above risking not getting nobody. You know what I'm saying? So we just finished talking about this, the Bortles, the Blaines, you know what I'm saying? All these people like AR say he going to the draft, no matter what happens the rest of the season, right? Even if it's horrible. When the season is over, his shit is gonna go up. It's gonna skyrocket. Like we were saying. Like that's the perfect scenario. He's better than a Zach Wilson already. Like definitely gonna chew him up. You know what I mean?
I don't see him being a first round pick.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. Let me go real quick. So, score prediction. I got this being like 35-31. I don't know who I'm picking yet, though. Fuck it. I got 2 Florida niggas sitting next to me. I'm gonna pick Florida to win that bitch.
For sure.
Is he going to go to the league? Yes. Is he ready to go to the league? No. Will he go to the league because he's getting inquiries and getting notifications that, you're a potential first rounder? Yes. Will he get drafted in the first round? Likely. Will they make a mistake by drafting him in the first round? Yes. Will he need more time to develop? Yes. Will he eventually develop in the league? Only probably by his second team. That's literally how I see his whole situation playing out.
Yep. I mean, I think he got potential that he could be the man.
I do also, but I don't think that teams are going to give.
I think so. I don't think everybody always needs time. Sometimes people just need the right lesson. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes this coach ain't really teaching you what you need to know the way that you gonna learn it quickly. You know what I mean? So sometimes in the NFL, these dudes do know that. Like, some of them do know ways to teach certain stuff. And that's why they be taking the risk.
But from what I've seen, is not coaching with Anthony Richardson. It was his decision making, bro.
Bro, that's a part of coaching.
Talent.
You know
against talent.
That's a part of coaching.
And his throws, like what ST was saying earlier, like in the beginning of the season, especially when he was playing against talented teams, he's not throwing the ball with touch when he needed to throw the ball with touch. He's like lasering every pass.
and an NFL coach with his quarterback coach team and they be believing like in a training camp we could get him past it. You know, whether it's true or not. Like I'm not saying
That's
that
what I'm
it's
saying.
true.
That don't always.
You know what I'm saying? But it does work for some people. You know what I mean?
And on just since we're talking about college football, I'm gonna just mention this real quick.
He just need to go work with Tom House.
That's a fact.
But that's what they're gonna do if he joined the NFL.
I'm gonna give
Hopefully.
y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a quick hurricane update real quick right before we do our shout outs and get up out of here.
Hurricane.
So earlier this week, one of our running backs, Thad Franklin, walked off the field during the middle of practice. Parents went on Twitter, started going crazy, all that good shit. You know what I mean? He's since entered the portal, you know, so he's gonna be transferring out. Mario Cristobal was asked about he pretty much weighed in on players' parents making comments towards Miami coaches through social media. And he said, this is his quote: "A parent is free and welcome to pick up their son if they're not happy with his playing time. AKA, we ain't dealing with soft niggas no more, dog. You want playing time, you gotta earn it. You gotta put the effort in. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, we ain't playing favorites because you were a 4-star. And hey, if the 3-star outplaying you, guess what? The 3-star gonna be on the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a 4-star or if you're a 5-star and a 4-star is beating you on the field, guess what? Then that's what's just gonna happen. Right. You know what I mean? Like, in order to be great, you can't sit here and baby these niggas. You know what I mean? Saban don't baby his players. You know what I mean? Like, so I've said so, and then it's been a split in the Miami fan base. On one side is like Mario is not doing what he said he was gonna do, and then you got the other side is like, in order for him to do what he said he was going to do, he had to weed out all the weak players that we've been trashed with for the past 2 decades. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, like, I like what I'm seeing from Mario Cristobal, even though we're not winning on the field currently. Mm-hmm. I do like the fact that he went with the young brother, Ja'Carri Brown. I'm gonna show you some highlights for him after the game. Putting him in as a starting quarterback with Tyler Van Dyke hurt. Jay Garcia, who was the next guy up, didn't really perform how we wanted to see. Mm-hmm. You put in the young brother who got the wheels, mm-hmm. who uses the wheels and can use the arm too. Mm. You know what I'm saying? And look, he got his first start against Georgia Tech. He's from Georgia. He was maybe like 2 hours away from Atlanta, his hometown. Mm-hmm. And Atlanta is where Georgia Tech is located. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So, like, you get your first start in front of your home, all your peoples, mm-hmm. and you go out there and ball and get the dub. That's putting the confidence into your young quarterback. I appreciate what that boy Mario Cristobal is doing with getting the weak niggas out of here and the ones that's really ready to actually try to make Miami good again. Yeah, y'all can stick. Just like the top rated safety in the nation, that boy Cam Kitchens. Boy had 3 picks last game.
Ew.
Leads the nation in interceptions.
Ew.
You dig. The Ed Reed effect.
Ew.
You dig.
Bring him to the Jags.
All right, man. Y'all boys.
Jets,
no.
Okay.
He's a sophomore. He still has another year.
I know. I'm just saying when he's ready.
Let him.
I'll wait.
Right.
For Ed Reed 2.0, I'll wait.
Hey, for sure, bro.
He could play his senior damn season. He wants to line it up real nice for me to be able to draft you. Bro.
Facts, bro. Facts. Yo, y'all got any shout outs before we get up out of here today?
Yes, sir. Shout out to the pod. Shout out to the homies. Shout out to y'all for real. You know, shout out to everybody who be tuning in. Shout out to the chat when I'm not on the pod. You know, all that shit. Like,
facts.
So, but shout out to Britt. She had came in here when you was in the middle of talking, and I didn't want to interrupt you. But shout out, mad love. Yes. You ain't come produce when I was on the show, so we gonna beef later. But you know, all of that. But no, shout out to y'all for holding it down. Appreciate y'all having me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I love sliding in this bit. This shit is like, you know, everything.
This man said appreciate for having me like he ain't a part of the pod.
I'm a part of the pod, y'all. Hey.
Forever.
I just be there sometimes.
Forever?
Nah, it's appreciating of the understanding. Like, I'm a part of the pod that can't always be here when y'all got shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I appreciate that when I can come, that it's all good, and it's like nah, we needed you last week, nigga. Get your bitch ass back the way you was last Friday. Go back to the chat. But nah, you know.
Yeah, and I agree, Reg. ACC definitely needs Miami and Florida State to be better, definitely, because if not, then you got teams like,
or you can just join the SEC,
North Carolina over there and shit. Anyway, once again, shout out to all the homies that's tapped in worldwide. We appreciate y'all. I've been seeing the numbers on the downloads. Y'all really rocking with us. I fuck with that. If you fuck with us, then go ahead and tell somebody else to fuck with us. You feel me?
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
So we appreciate y'all for tapping in as always. I appreciate. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one in before Shays can get it in. The Chastity Taylor Foundation. You know what I mean? Shout out to good people, very good people. But yeah, man, that's all I got.
Yo, man. Shouts out to all the parents out there, everybody holding it down.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to all the hard workers out there. Shouts out to everybody that's kind of, I don't know, if you kind of going through something right now, you kind of feel against the grain and you just feel a little tired, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Shout out to all my people grinding out there, grinding hard. Shout out to all the homies. Shout out to P. Shout out to Ryan the Don. Shout out to
Don.
Great. Shout out to Queen. Shout out to all the queens out there.
Facts.
Yeah, shout out to the international homies too, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with us and downloading. You feel me? Yeah, and peace and love. I hope everybody has a good weekend. God willing, we'll be here next Friday. Oh, actually, the next Friday is Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out of town too.
Yeah, so we probably will post something, maybe a little small video, but tune in for the following Friday. You know what I'm saying? We'll be live in location. But hey, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Yo, hope everybody enjoy. Gain a couple of pounds real quick.
Yeah, Reg was like, yo, what about next week? Yeah, man. I'm gonna be in the mountains.
He gonna be in the mountains.
Yeah, he gonna be in the mountains. I'm gonna be cooking
my son's
turkeys.
Birthday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's it's birthday.
Year fly by fast.
Damn,
as fly, because you remember he was born on Thanksgiving last year, so.
Yes, indeed. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of separation.
We're gonna be deep frying some turkey.
Deep fried turkey.
And I got some Cajun style turkey. And we're gonna have some regular turkey. We're gonna have 3 turkeys and honey baked ham, boy. It's going down. And my grandma said she making blueberry cheesecake.
Ooh.
Blueberry cheesecake with the graham cracker crust.
Not with the graham cracker crust.
That man said he's setting up his workout plan for Cyber Monday already.
Bro, what? I'm going straight to the gym.
Happy holidays, Reg. And I just checked the weather for where we're gonna be at over there, in the mountains. And when
20.
I tell you,
it's gonna be cold as shit.
28,
bro. Next week, them lows 36, 40. Highs is only up to the 53.
Mm-hmm. You're in the mountains, boy.
Yeah, it's about to
and
get
it's a
crazy.
different cold too.
Yeah,
Take a
jacket, thermals.
What the things? The long johns?
Long johns. All of the above. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Hey man, all right. Where my air horn at so we can get up out of here? Yeah.
He said Cajun style turkey, DoorDash or plate.
Yo, no. Let me tell you where to go. Go to Eva's Kitchen on San Pablo. It's a Jamaican restaurant. She'll make it for you. Tell her.
You know that not everybody is here in town, right?
Oh, true that.
Yo.
Well, look up Eva's Kitchen.
That man
Google.
said DoorDash him a plate, bro.
He
ain't trying to go through all that
only
work.
I can DoorDash it is if you in Jacksonville. It's in Jacksonville.
He need that long distance DoorDash.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro.
I can have her send it to you.
He need that DoorDash that go through FedEx, UPS, and come straight to your door in a few hours.
You know what I'm saying?
Big facts, man. All right, yo. It's been real, man. We appreciate y'all. This is another episode in the books, man. We'll holler at y'all.
It's real in the Ville.
We'll holler at y'all in a couple weeks, actually. Y'all know the vibes, man. But from here,
Mini vacay.
This has been Homie Studios. You dig?
Hey.